Stop showing me people that have no sex appeal having sex. I needed somebody to get in that ring with her. Like, I really needed somebody to hand her a Wattpad story that I used to read under my covers in 2015 in the summertime when I shouldn't have been reading that.
When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is humble like don't be in the humble. Tell me, is you down?
Hey guys, I am back with another video. I told y'all I'm being consistent. Today we're going to be talking about You season 5. You has now come to an end. I'm so sad, y'all. That was my show, baby. That was my show. I don't play about her. But it has finally come to an end. Like, the entire thing is over. And season 5 was something. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about because it was a lot of stuff that happened that didn't sit right with me. It's a lot of stuff that I'm irritated about. It's a lot of stuff that's like a little controversial, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about everything, like, for real. I don't care. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video, comment down any opinions you have about the show as well, because I like to hear about it. I love You so bad. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So baby, I got my notes, baby. I got a whole document. I got my notes written down on my MacBook. We're gonna be looking and referring back to it every single time. But yeah, just a disclaimer I wanted to give. Y'all, I know that Joe is a bad person. I understand that in the real world, in this world, he's a bad person. I understand. It is just a show. Please don't go there, okay? For some reason, I know he's a bad person. I know he be killing people and doing stuff just because he can't handle stuff not going his way. But I be wanting him to succeed. I don't know, like, when he be almost getting caught, I be like, no. Like, I be stressing. I be scared that he's gonna get caught. Like, girl, I be wanting him to succeed every single time, except for when he killed Love. That was the one time I was just mad, baby. We gonna talk about that in this thing too. It's all relative, I swear. I understand Joe. Like, I know he's a bad person. I know he be killing people, but like, I still be like, not playing devil's advocate, but I be playing devil's advocate, girl, because I don't know. And it's also because, like, I understand you, Joe. I'm a strong lover too. I'm not that obsessive and possessive, but I'm a strong lover too. If I can't have you, nobody can. You don't love me and I just did all this stuff for you? Oh, girl. That's just a disclaimer I wanted to make, because some of the stuff I talk about, you probably won't think it has a straightforward answer. But he's a bad person, but he did this, but he did that. Girl, I don't care about none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Like, leave me alone. Like, for real. Let's get into the topics I got today. So the first thing I want to talk about, Joe had zero sense of awareness this entire season. It was irritating. Like, it was mad irritating. And it was like, I understand the writers felt like that they had to put his guard all the way down and they had to write it like this in order for the show to end. Because, you know, if Joe was really on his P's and Q's and he was really clocking like he always clocked and really on his senses, then it's like, you know, the show would never come to an end. But they made him like really slow this season. Like, he didn't see nothing. He was naive. He didn't clock anything. And it was really making me mad because, like, this is not Joe. This ain't the Joe I know. I don't know who this man is, but this is not Joe. Like, this entire season felt like a ditzy, smutty Wattpad story. A Wattpad story that I used to read under my covers in 2015 in the summertime when I shouldn't have been reading that. That's what this whole entire thing felt like. It was so unserious. Like, he was just this, like, ditzy in love man that didn't care about nothing. Like, I was just like, are we serious? This is Joe. I already knew that this show was going to be on some BS the entire time when he knew that Brontë was breaking into his shop multiple times, self-admittedly, trying to get into his business. She told him all that. He was just like,
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
like, he just treated it like it was just everyday news. This girl just told you she in here snooping and duping in your business, and you just like,
Blah, blah, blah.
are we serious? Then when Brontë open-handedly told you, I know about Gwen and I feel like you did it, here he go just Let's tell some lovely story times right now. Let's forget that she is think that you were implicated on the crime. Let's just tell some story times right now. Are we serious? And then when she found his chamber underground, he just treated that like it was nothing. Let's just tell some lovely story times right now about my past. Like, he literally didn't care about anything that was gonna get him caught up, and that was getting him caught up. Joe back in the past, baby, if somebody went down and found your chamber, you would have pushed them in there and would have had to kill them. They saw too much already. Old Joe would have got that handle before it even started. Old Joe would have killed somebody for snooping in his business. And you just sitting here letting people get away with it. Like, girl, I was so irritated. That was so irritating because it was like, are we even trying? Are we even scared? Like, what is going on? Like, he was just so naive and ditzy this entire season. And the one that really set me off was when Kate had that clone go into the parking garage because she knew that he was going to follow him, and he followed the clone. The clone that wasn't even built nothing like her. I swear on everything I love, when I saw her go out there before she said it was a clone, when I saw her go out there, I was like, that is not Kate. Kate is not built like that. Kate do not walk like that. Immediately. Are we serious? Like, I understand they had to write it this way, but girl, I was so irritated. Okay, the second topic is kind of unserious. Y'all probably gonna be mad at me, but I don't care. Girl, I'm tired of Joe downgrading. I'm tired of it. I had to say it. Somebody had to say it. I am tired of Joe downgrading. He went from straight baddies, bad queens, to two old-time 1930s looking. Like, are we serious? Are we serious? Gwen, bad. Love, pretty. T, bad. She was T. Love was probably the most T girl he had. Is no shade. She would ride or die and everything. Love was T, and she was so pretty. Like, love. I love Love. Miss Marianne, is that her name? Miss Marianne? Beautiful black queen. Bad. And then we move to Kate. Are we serious? Kate. A 50-year-old looking, likes museums looking with that fuck ass bob. Are we serious? Are we serious? And then Brontë basically looks like a mini Kate with a fuck ass red bob. Like, are we serious? Like, it was just making me mad because stop showing me people that have no sex appeal having sex. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to cancel me for that one. Y'all gonna have to cancel me for that one because I'm sick of having to see, Kate and Joe hunch. Ugh. I was sick of having to see Brontë and Joe hunch. Ugh. Like, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to see all that. That's unnecessary. Like, bro, he just kept on downgrading. Like, he used to have straight baddies. Bad. And that's the other thing. How you gonna cheat on your wife with somebody that basically look like your wife but just with a fuck ass red bob? Your wife got a fuck ass brunette bob, and you cheating on her with somebody with a fuck ass red bob. He dead wrong. He's dead wrong. It's no shade. He's dead wrong. Y'all, this is probably my hottest hot take I have for this entire show. I strongly 100% believe that, and I quote, Kate was Joe's karma for how he treated Love. I 100% believe that. And, hear me out. Let me break it down to you. Joe knew who Love was when he met her, and he loved Love for how she was, but eventually gradually ended up resenting her and using how she was against her and killing her because of how she was. And it's like, that was real weird because you knew who she was when you met her, you loved her for it, then you started using it against her and tried to say that she was doing too much. Girl. And that's exactly how I felt about Kate and Joe. Like, when I was watching this, I was like, oh, this is Joe and Love all over again. Kate knew who Joe was when she met him. She knew all the stuff that he did. She enabled a lot of it. She endorsed a lot of it. But she gradually grew to resent him. And then she started using everything that he did against him. And then she ended up hating him for it. And then she ended up trying to kill him too. But didn't succeed. But she got, he got locked up in the end. But I really, really feel like how he did Love so dirty and like he was a hypocrite. Kate ended up doing that same hypocrisy to ruin his life. I feel like it was the same exact thing. Kate knew exactly what Joe was when she met him. He told her, she was okay with it. They both trauma bonded. She helped him hide stuff and helped him do stuff, and then she would get him to do stuff for her, and then eventually gradually hated him for it and used it against him and then wanted to take him down. Joe did the same thing to Love. Okay, I'm here editing, but I also forgot to say, I do strongly think that that's also why him and Kate's relationship didn't work. Trauma bonding relationships, oof, baby, those hardly ever work, because the only thing that y'all are really bonded over is y'all tough times, y'all trauma, the things that y'all done went through. And then it's like, once that's gone, what do we have left? Joe knew who love was when he met her, loved her for it, eventually was like, ooh, I don't like this anymore, killed her for it. And it was like, I feel like this was his karma. The same exact things that he did to love is the same exact things that happened to him through Kate. Like, I feel like Kate was his karma. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I thought that she loved me. She hates me for who I am. She hates me for trying to protect her. She hates me for trying to do this for her. She hates me trying to do that for her. You did all those exact same things to love, though. You can't get mad at her. You did the exact same things to love. Love is literally dead because you were a hypocrite. It's no shade. I'm gonna ride and die for love. I don't care. She R.I.P. Justice for love, girl. Okay, next topic. Speaking of Kate, I hate her. I'm sorry, I hate her. I don't like her at all. I hate Kate. I hate Kate. I hate Kate. I feel like she was just this big hypocrite the entire time. And it was like I couldn't even really sympathize or empathize with her at the end when she was trying to take Joe down, because the entire show she had just been this weird, hypocritical little girl. I don't know. I was so mad that she got a happy ending. How did she get the successful happy ending if she had a lot of dirt and she did a lot of dirt too? That was whack. That was weak and whack. Because number one, she made Joe, not made him, but like she literally enabled and pushed Joe to kill her boss. And then when he did it, she hated him for it. And she got scared of him. And she, you know, grew to resent him. And she just thought that it was so sick. And I was like, girl, you wanted him to do this. And now you trying to use it against him because he did what his wife asked him to do in order to keep her job, to keep her luxury, to keep her livelihood. Are you kidding me? That was so weird. Like, he literally did everything she asked. He helped her flourish. He helped her keep her job. He helped her keep like her popularity. He helped her keep every single thing. And she couldn't give him a thank you. She couldn't give him a I appreciate you. And I feel like that's number one what made him cheat. No shade. I feel like that's what made him cheat. Even though Joe's gonna cheat anyway. Let's be real. Joe was gonna cheat even if he was in a happy marriage. He does that. But I feel like it's just like, dang, like my wife hates me for helping her out and for loving her and for doing everything for her. And also, like, I really don't like how she at the end, like, this is why I couldn't empathize with her at the end. I hated how at the end she was trying to act like this real innocent girl who never did anything wrong, and she's trying to take down this murderer and she's trying to be the hero. I couldn't even see her as a hero. Like, I couldn't treat her as a hero because she's just as bad as him. She's just as bad as him. Baby, you put that little college girl in jail too. Like, you helped him. You helped him hide it. You helped him cover it up. You helped him put her in jail for years. You had him cover up you murdering all them children with cancer. You had him cover it up. You knew all the murders that he did and you brushed all that under the rug. You knew everything that he did and you enabled it, endorsed it, or hid it. You did a lot of dirt too and had him do a lot of dirt for you, and then you hid it, act like it never happened. But now that all his dirty laundry's airing out, you want to just give him the last blow. That was weird. It was whack. I'm sorry. I didn't like that at all. And like, I really didn't like how like she was trying to turn everybody against Joe when she also had a part to play in ruining their lives. Like that girl that she was getting out of jail to help ruin Joe, baby, the reason she's in there is also mainly because of you. Mainly because of you too. Like, I don't like how she was trying to play this like hero, this tragic hero, when baby, you and Joe are damn near the same person. You trying to act all pretty and stuff. Remember where you came from. Remember how you got here. You got here because he covered up all your dirt. You got here because he covered up all his dirt and you helped him. Like, she was just giving hypocrite to me the entire time. I did not like her at all. Like, I couldn't see her as the hero. I didn't like it. And one of the last reasons why I really don't like her is, like, I understand, trust me, I get that Joe could have been a better father to his son. Like, I really truly do believe that Joe loves Henry, but I do also believe that if you really loved him, you would stop doing all this weird stuff and just focus on living with your son and being happy with your son. You wouldn't have to worry about cheating, wouldn't have to worry about doing all this weird stuff. Just be with your son and have a happy life. Like, just do that. But it's also like, I don't like how Kate was using him as like a pawn, like a chess piece, and she was using Henry as like a weapon against Joe. It was weird. Like, why are you putting the child in the middle of this? She kept on like feeding the child all these horrible things about his father, and it's like, yeah, the things about his father is true, but also you done did some dirt too. Tell him what you done did too. But also it's like, A child should not be hearing that. Like, I understand you want, you know, Henry to hate his dad so that he doesn't, you know, get his child back. But also, it's like, why are you telling a 6-year-old all of these horrible things? That was weird. I feel like she should have kept the child out of it. Because just like she was begging Reagan to keep our children out of this, you're a hypocrite. You brought Henry into his father's, like, crazy life. You brought Henry into weaponizing, you know, Joe. Like, you brought Henry into all the crazy stuff about his father that he didn't know and didn't really need to know at the time. When he grows up, then you can tell him. Just like, you know, when Henry was getting a little older, Joe was telling him about love. Like, she's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. Every single thing that she does to other people, she doesn't like them doing back to her. You getting mad because Reagan is using y'all children as like little pawn pieces in y'all drama. You using Henry for the same exact thing with Joe. You're a hypocrite. I did not like her at all. No. But that brings me to my next topic. Lil Henry, I loved him. He was T. Because he was really a ride or die for his dad. Even though Kate would try to like take him away from him and stuff, he would be like, no, you're lying, I want my dad. You're lying, I want my dad. And though it is sad, you know, that a child is that naive and they're gonna love their parents through anything, even through all like the bad stuff and the tragic stuff and like the real raunchy stuff that their parents do. It's cute to see how like they do have that affinity to their parents. It's like, I'm gonna love my dad through anything. That's my dad though. I don't care. That's my dad though. I want to see my dad. Like, Henry was T. But it broke my heart so bad when he found out that Joe was a monster. I know that Joe is a monster. Debatable. But it's like, sorry, never mind. But it's like, I understand that Joe is a monster. But it broke my heart so bad when he said that. I was like, dang. Yo's children are the one thing in the world that are always going to be on your side. So when your children turn on you, when your children aren't messing with you no more, it's like, dang, you don't got nobody. You don't got nobody. And that broke my heart so bad. And that's that moment I knew, oh, it's done for Joe. Your son just told you was a monster under his bed. Now the next topic, let's get on Brontë. It's time for me to tear into Brontë. It's time for me to tear into her. Baby, I need that. Brontë was the most dumb, ditzy, just crazy for the D. Like, it was so sickening. Like, I was so mad. She needed to get tore up at least one time. Somebody needs to tear her up at least one time. Like, Clayton's rage, valid. Y'all talking about, oh, but he's a man and he pushed her into the lamp, he pushed her onto the floor. Baby, he should have done more. He should have whooped that little girl's ass. Like, they should have dragged her all the way down the street. Him and the other two people that was in that little TikToker group, they should have dragged her on live, baby. They should have dragged her. She was weird. She's an opportunist. All Brontë is a ditzy dumb opportunist. She jumped into their little search party for Joe for her little opportunity to, you know, get into the tea. I understand that Gwen was her teacher, but she seemed too excited to like, huh, I just like, girl. Then she lost the whole fucking plot. You lost the plot. Now you in love with the murderer. Now you in love with the man that you know did this. Now you playing devil's advocate. Now Clayton just got killed because you want to be dumb and ditzy. And you blaming him for it. You defending Joe. I didn't like her from the jump. I thought she was weird from the jump. But she literally, I needed somebody to get in that ring with her. Like, I really needed somebody to hand I needed somebody to hand that to her. She really needed that. She really needed that. She didn't get nearly enough consequences from all the stuff that she did and all the trouble that she caused. Are you kidding me? I felt like she was just a pick me from the beginning, and I feel like she lost the plot from the beginning. Like, as soon as she went against Clayton and whatever they said, like, whatever their plan was, and she broke into his shop anyway, I knew that immediately she was going to try to paint her own narrative and write her own story and make this about her. She had main character syndrome bad, like really, really bad. She wanted everything to be about her. She wanted to be the hero. She wanted to be like, she was just such an opportunist, and she used everybody to get ahead, and I didn't like her at all. Also, she was a pick me, baby. She just want to keep on.
I can't be the reason a married man has an affair. I can't. You have a wife and kids. We'll never be. No, it's okay. You have a wife. It's okay. Like, you know, you'll never love a girl like me because you have a wife. Like, it's okay.
Like, girl, you know you wanted that. You know you was still gonna do it. You know that you was still gonna chase after that. You know that you was still gonna just like let him tasted a strawberry shortcake, you knew. Like, girl, I do not like a pick me. I do not like a girl that likes to play that little innocent, little woe is me role. Like, girl, bye. Save all that for somebody else. This is not Wattpad. Leave me alone. This brings me to my next topic, actually. We can bleed this into my next topic. My next topic is, I feel like at least Kate or Brontë should have died this season. They both had too much plot armor. Like, it was not okay. Kate and Brontë had too much plot armor. Number one, bro, Brontë didn't get any consequences for any of the stuff she did, and she did a lot of stuff. She messed up a lot of stuff for a lot of people, a lot of parties. She messed up a lot of stuff. She got no consequences for anything. For anything. She was just this opportunist fuck up, and she got no consequences for anything. That irritated me so bad. And like, when that man was in the mail truck doing the packages, and he almost, I was so mad when Joe came and saved her. Are you kidding me? She was about to get her shit rocked, and she got saved. It's just out of nowhere. Joe came to save her. She has plot armor. She had too much plot armor. That shit was annoying. She had too much plot armor. I don't care. It was unnecessary. We got a whole group of TikTokers and influencers stuff. There wasn't one Twitter fight. Like, we couldn't have Brontë. Like, I feel like they could have did this after Brontë got exposed for doing all this on live and stuff, doing all this. Somebody should have caught her in the street and jumped her, and that fight should have ended up on Instagram Live with her hashtag popularized. Like, maybe I'm just messy. I am a little messy, but also she needed that. Like, she literally needed that. She was so problematic. How did Kate get a gunshot wound to the side, the stomach? She was engulfed in flames down there. She got hit in the head a lot of times. How she was bleeding out and she was engulfed in flames and they left her there. How in the world did she not die and she came back just with a scarred arm? She has plot armor. That was annoying. She did not need to survive. Kate should have died. She wanted to be a tragic hero so bad, right? She should have died. That was not okay. Like, she had too much plot armor for no reason. And then Brontë got shot in her stomach, and they literally showed that blood leaking and leaking and leaking. How's she over here sprinting around the entire lake? How's she over here sprinting around the entire mansion? Sprinting around the entire lake, doing cartwheels and going on highways and byways to get away from Joe. And she got a gunshot wound leaking and pouring blood. Like, are we serious? How did she survive? How did she survive? Then she fake drowned. I knew that she fake drowned. Like she was down there for 7 seconds. Like, please. But it was like, they had too much plot armor. Like, that stuff was so unserious. How did I'm just not understanding how Kate survived. But then again, Marianne survived, so it's like, girl, anybody could survive in this show except for Love. Y'all can. Let me get to another topic. Y'all killed off my girl Love, and I feel like y'all did her real dirty. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I loved Love so much, and I was in such denial when she died in her season. I was in denial that she died. I was like, no, she gonna come back next season. She gonna come back another season. Love is not dead. Y'all didn't see her die though. Love is not dead. Girl, when she did not come back season 5, I was too through. Y'all brought Marianne back, but not Love. I feel like it would have brought, like, I feel like they really could have shook the room if they brought back Love, and like Love, they used Love to kill Joe. Like, Love came back for her vengeance. Love came back to kill Joe for killing her. And they ended the show off on Love killing Joe and Love getting her son back and being able to live happily ever after with her son. Like, that would have shook the room. Bringing Marianne back, it was like, oh my gosh, she's still alive. But it was like, what else did she really provide after that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she did talk Brontë into, like, stop being ditzy. But it's like, if they would have brought Love back, that would have shook the room. But also, I'm just saying that because I really loved Love, and I was in denial that she actually died. And so when I saw she did not come back, I was truly devastated. I literally gaslit myself to think that Love was still alive for these past like 4 seasons. I thought she was still alive, I'm not gonna lie. But I really thought that would have shook the room. Like, that in an alternate reality, that was the ending, because that would have been tea. That would have been really tea. That would have been really tea. I feel like the writers gave too many people happy endings. I feel like it was just like, so everybody in this bitch happy? Everybody in this bitch survived? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Here's just a little mini topic I want to talk about. Girl, Joe did Maddie and Harrison so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when he sent them both to jail, I was like, that was the one thing that I was like, okay, Joe, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Maddie has been down since you done captured her. She done did everything that you asked. She done got everything done, you know, and she was really about to live her life with her man and her kid that are rightfully hers. Like, she was really like down, like from the jump, and she was kind of like the only one that was genuinely down with Joe. Like, even though he had to gaslight her a little bit, you know, blackmail her a little bit, she was like the only one actually down and like helping him and doing everything. Like, she was that girl for real. And he turned on her and Harrison. And then Harrison was so weak. Yeah, he could stay in jail. He needed to stay in jail. He was not down for the ride. He did not have it in him. And that's okay. He was a sweetheart, but he did not have it in him. Yeah. That was messy. That was real weird. Like, just because your whole life come crashing down, now you gotta take everybody down with you? Dang, Joe. Dang. But lastly, all in all, I feel like Joe's fate was inevitable. We knew that Joe either had to be killed or get captured. Like, it was one or the other. Joe couldn't just keep on like not getting caught, because if the story ended off on like, oh, he just still on the run and he's still doing this, we're gonna want another season, baby. We're gonna need another season. But if we know he's in prison for life, okay, well, yeah, story ended. Or if we know he died, oh, okay, that's the end. Like, he was either like, it was inevitable. I've been saying this to my friends since like season 1. This is gonna end with him either getting caught or him getting killed. Like, it was one or the other. So yeah, it's like, you know, bittersweet, but it had to come to an end. But with that, I want to say that You is probably one of the best Netflix originals. It is one of the only Netflix originals that has been like super consistent. We don't have to wait 3, 4, and 5 years for one season. Like, it has been consistent. Like, it has been consistent with the plot too. Like, it has been really good. Everything has been super cohesive. Like, everything has just been good in this entire franchise. Like, I love You so bad. Like, it is one of the best Netflix originals, like, hands down. Yeah, that's all I have to say. If y'all have any comments about You down below, let me know. If you gonna want to argue with me, okay, just comment it. We can argue. Fine, girl. Like, if you don't agree with something I said, give me your own opinion. You know, we don't gotta argue. Just tell me your side. Like, tell me your opinion, what you think about it. But that's all I really have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a nice day.